Hello everyone, my name is Shannon Jones from the Clay Studio, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a saffron jar inspired form. The tools we're going to need for this project include something to cut your clay with. I'm using an actual wire tool. However, if you have string or anything else in your house, that will also work. I'm going to leave a link up in the top right hand portion of this video so you can check out Corinne's suggestions for some awesome tools to use at home. We're also going to need something to scratch with. I've got, thankfully, my big collection of ribs. I really love ribs. This is only about 20% of what I've got, probably. And I've got this serrated rib here that's going to really help me out. And then you're just going to need something that you can use to reach down and smooth the bottom. So I've got this great tool with a metal ball bearing kind of end that's really good for kind of burnishing the bottom of jars and things like that. Just something that can reach farther than your hand. I'm going to start off by making 2 pinch pots. They don't have to be exactly the same size, but I do want them to have the same diameter in the mouth because we're going to be joining these two together. So once you have 2 pinch pots, you're just going to join them together with slipping and scoring, and we're going to make a closed form. This is very similar to how Corinne makes her bud vases as well. Basically what I'm looking to do is trap some air inside so that I can shape and form it. I'm going for kind of like an egg shape. I was inspired by our first Friday talk with the Center for Art in Wood. They were showing off these really nice saffron jars that were made out from wood turning. Obviously this is kind of a different form. I'm not even sure if I can call this a saffron jar because it's not made out of wood, but I just really love that form, so I wanted to emulate it. So it's kind of like an egg sitting on a pedestal. I'm going to go ahead and smooth this out as much as I can now while it's still in this closed form shape. I'm just going to take my serrated rib and I'm just going over the whole surface with it to try to level out any lumps and bumps as best as I can, and then I'm going to take a soft rib and just smooth that all over. This is probably the easiest way I found to kind of get a smooth, consistent surface. I'm also going to go ahead and add the foot now while I still have this closed form, because it's just a little easier to do my final shaping of everything when I still have that air bubble trapped inside to help me push and pull on this form. Now this foot I'm building is just made out of a pinch pot and some coils. It really can be that simple. Now that I've got this whole thing shaped, I'm going to go ahead and release the lid from the rest of the form. I'm going to kind of make a lasso out of my wire tool, and that is going to help ensure that I have a level lid when this is all said and done. I always kind of finagle things with a fettling knife or similar afterwards. Another trick of mine is to turn it over and rub the lip of both the lid and the vessel on a piece of canvas, and you can kind of, or even a piece of Scotch-Brite if it's a real difference, and that will kind of level everything out. I'm now going to go ahead and finish this lid. Obviously, as it is, it's just going to slide right off the form if I tried to put the lid on. So you can do this a couple different ways. You could have a coil going all the way on the inside of the lip. I've opted to just kind of make little buttons that keep the lid on. I guess they're kind of like teeth. Anyway, whatever you want to use, just to make sure that that lid catches and stays where it's supposed to. I'm going to go ahead and finish this jar with a knob. So traditionally you would see like an acorn shape on top of these jars, and I really like that look. I also appreciate the symbolism of the acorn for the Pennsylvania Dutch, and also like German people in general. You would see the acorn is kind of like a symbol of eternal life and things like that. And there's a lot more I could get into, but I don't need this video to be 15 minutes long, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I'm also adding a lot more embellishment than you would usually see on these jars, because, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a hand builder. I can't help it. So I'm going to go ahead and add some like oak leaf shapes as well that I really like. So here we go. Here's the finished jar before I've painted it. You can see I have my inspector here making sure the quality is top notch. It's ready to go on to the second phase. And here is one that has been painted. I really liked the design. I really like the form and the function that these saffron jars serve. So If you're interested in them, I highly suggest seeking them out and researching. You can go over to the Center for Art and Wood to see more information about saffron jars. That's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys are staying safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.